It's been a few years since KTM offered a consumer-level supersport bike, but that all changed this morning when KTM unveiled the extremely limited production track-only RC8C. Now, how limited are we talking about? Well, there will be 100 units available worldwide. That's it. The KTM RC8C is a purpose-built lightweight racing prototype which uses the familiar LC8C engine from the KTM 890 Duke. It's then wrapped in a bespoke track-ready chassis that's bristling with high-end components. And now, how lightweight are we talking about? Because that word is thrown around often. It's 140 kilograms dry, which almost gets the bike to a 1-to-1 power-to-weight ratio. That's insanity. Now, in essence, the KTM RC8C allows customers the opportunity to own a machine that's as close to a factory race bike as possible without the drawbacks of needing a specialist race team to maintain it. In today's video, we're going to look at the KTM RC8C and see what makes it so damn special and why it would be the motorcycle I would be if my bank account was flush with cash. So why is this bike special? Well, this is the first supersport bike that KTM has offered since 2015, which brought the very last year of the KTM 1190 RC8R. KTM does still produce the RC125, 200, and 390 in some markets, but nothing that would push into that super bike classification. While the new RC8C looks dramatically different than the 8-year-old RC8R, you can tell that they were both dreamed up in the Kiska Design Lab in Austria. That's enough talking about the older bike though, let's jump in the newer one. Engineered to be the ultimate track bike, the KTM RC8 is a completely hand-built machine powered by the 889cc LC8C engine found in the KTM 890 Duke. Knowing that KTM also has the glorious 1301cc LC8 engine found in the 1290 Super Duke R, I wonder if we're going to see a more powerful version of the RC8C down the road. The engine is paired with a dedicated airbox and a full Akrapovic titanium exhaust, and the engine sits on a custom steel tubular frame, and the entire bike is wrapped in carbon Kevlar reinforced bodywork inspired by the KTM RC16 MotoGP bike. As for suspension, up front is a 43mm WP Apex Pro cartridge fork, and in the rear is a WP Apex Pro 7760 shock with preload adjustability. The suspension is assembled in the same department which builds and maintains the suspension of the KTM RC16, so that's pretty damn cool. Now, being a focused track-only motorcycle, every detail is dedicated to making your experience better at the track. From the quick-release tank and body panels to the lightweight Dynamag wheels and Pirelli SC1 race slicks, the KTM RC8C should help shave a few tenths of a second off the lap time of even the most experienced rider. Now, good power is useful around a track, but good brakes are worth their weight in gold. Maximum braking performance is taken care of by Brembo race spec equipment with Brembo Silema front brake calipers, a grabbing 290mm fully floating brake disc with aluminum rotors fastened by titanium screws. And for the rear, a Brembo 2-piston caliper with a 230mm fully floating disc mounted directly on the hub. The KTM RC8C is also fitted with a Brembo 19RCS Corsa Corda radial master cylinder, which features a host of innovations, with many of the technical solutions adopted directly from the master cylinders used in MotoGP. The most significant being that riders are able to tailor the bite point exactly where they want it, with an easily accessible selector on top of the master cylinder itself. Ensuring all of the data is collected, the KTM RC8C makes use of the AIM MXS 1.2 race dashboard and data logger with integrated GPS function. All information is displayed via the 5-inch TFT display with integrated data recording, which is continually logged and can be analyzed in the AIM Race Studio. And if that's not special enough for you, KTM will also offer 25 of the 100 customers the opportunity to join the Red Bull KTM Factory Racing Test Team at a once-off customer event at the Jerez circuit. The package for this also includes an extra set of Dynamag wheels, front and rear, extra set of front and rear brake disc, front and rear paddock stands, tire warmers, and a KTM race carpet, hopefully with your name written across it. Now, there's no official news on the price of the KTM 1190 RC8C, but you should expect that it's far beyond $75,000 US, and if not, coming in closer to that $100,000 mark of the Ducati Panigale V4 Superleggera. Now, what are my thoughts on this motorcycle? I'm all about it, right? Custom motorcycle from KTM with a dependable and easily maintainable engine, it's honestly the best of both worlds. And if my pockets were flush with cash, I'd buy one. But knowing that this bike is extremely limited, I'm afraid I might never actually be able to see this bike in the flesh, but I can dream. Now, what are your thoughts on the all-new KTM RC8C? Hopefully KTM will continue down this road and bring more super sport bikes to the market. But that's all I have for you guys right now. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and go out there and ride safe. Thanks, y'all.
I'm in for the night. 40 on me, why they on me waistline? Talking about some money on me FaceTime. Stack it up and scale it up and flip it off. High stepping, baby, I don't trip it off. Hundreds on me, lighting up me workload. Still been getting to it when